and sets Wisconsin up with good field position. Nakia Watson, so no Jonathan Taylor.
And Roderick Perry, the FCS All-American transfer, looking for big things out of him.
Meanwhile, Graham Mertz getting taken down in the backfield for a big loss of 7 yards.
Yeah, and Kalen Tolson, it's just a bootleg, and he stays home. He's on the backside of it, and what you're taught on the backside of a bootleg.
And Nakia Watson is hit and dropped. Back at the 15, a loss of 3.
Tariq Barnes getting an opportunity in for Jake Hansen. And does a nice job coming downhill. Great form tackle.
Danny Davis saying hello to his mom, Michelle. Dad, Paul, also watching tonight on the Big Ten Network. Isaac Grendo with a loss of 1 there back inside the 15-yard line. So that ties the school record for consecutive completions. He's going to try to break it. Does he get a chance to? No, because Tariq Barnes, ball comes loose, but he was down. Barnes has come in and done a nice job.
Second down.
Yeah, he blitzes right up the A-gap and really just runs right through Garrett Groshek. He had the angle, tough angle for Groshek to come over and pick up that blitz. Has that speed to get around the edge.
And here is Watson, but Watson dropped for a loss back around the 40. Playing for that in this rivalry since 1943. Horvath, not much there. Oh, Lovie Smith has to like that from his defense. Pressure, Aiden O'Connell, and now the ball is stripped free. Owen Carney knocked it loose. Purdue is saying they kept it. And they do, but they're not going to keep it for long because on 4th down, they will have to punt it.
It accounts for Owen Carney down here on the bottom of your screen. They try to sprint out away. Don't miss the layup, they used to say, when you're unblocked. Nicely done, and you see that culture of Lovie Smith. They're always searching for that football. They're probably upset they didn't get that fumble.
Over 3/4 of the Big Ten student athletes are registered to vote, in part thanks to that initiative to provide information. The leader of that defense, Lovie Smith, certainly happy to have him back. Aiden O'Connell is going to be taken down. I was surprised they opted to run another play. Ooh, Aiden O'Connell stumbled as he tried to exchange it. They're lucky they didn't lose the football there, but they are going to lose some yardage back to the 3. Was that his center, Gus Hartwig, that he tangled up with?
I think so.
And Illinois shuffling around there. They bring 4. Pressure gets home. And it's Owen Carney.
If you look right here, Jake Hansen in the middle. A lot of experience gives you. Let's check out of the pressure. Let's go to coverage. It threw Purdue off. They thought they had the protection set for a blitz. Instead, they go to straight. A whole lot of space up top with Milton Wright.
Bell motions. O'Connell. Pressure. Look out. Carney gets him again.
This is all coverage here. Wright runs a drag. They're trying to flood the zone down. And really what it allows.
Have as physical of a performance and as much of a workload, and then come back so fresh at practice 3 days later as it's a sack. Down goes Morgan on the pressure by Johnny Newton.
Willingness to continue in pursuit. Great move on the inside shoulder of the guard as he gets rid of him with the arm over. The first to finish at the quarterback.
From the 41. Play clock winding down. And this is Ibrahim, met in the backfield.
Yeah, that's a nice fit right there.
Here's a play fake, and Morgan throwing it deep here on the first play of the drive, and 2 defenders back, and Witherspoon with the interception.
We haven't seen Minnesota try to attack deep because, frankly, it's just been taken away by the positioning of the defenders. Here, Tanner Morgan ends up forcing the issue a bit. Clean pocket. Probably waited just a hair longer than he needed to maybe try to get it out in front.
Identity on offense. And that was Bateman who helped spring his running back. And after 4 touchdowns last week, they're going to give at least one opportunity for Ibrahim. side this time. Wiley fights off Owen Carney. And then going low, Devin Witherspoon, who had the interception on the fourth quarter, makes that tackle for loss.
You're kind of watching the Illini play. Another great stiff arm from another girlfriend running back. But Jake Hansen at linebacker, he gets on and off.
Melton with the recovery.
Remember, this is a Rutgers team that turned Michigan State over 7 different times in that season opener as Kayron Adams makes his first appearance. Pacheco in motion. And the fake that time to Cruikshank. But Illinois wasn't fooled.
As he passes his hands up to Cruikshank. Now, they pull around. Watch this hit by Kalen Tolson. Hello. Cruikshank, usually in space, finds himself in the middle of a...
Now we got both quarterbacks in here for Rutgers. We have Vedral and Johnny Langen. Langen will keep it, and he's brought down in the backfield by Kalen Tolson. To the offset. It's the exact same play. Vedral, though, scrambling, trying to get away from Carney's outstretched arms, and tripped up that time by Jake Hansen. Tolson, Barnes, and Hansen, your starting linebacking core for Illinois. No Milo Eifler here today, out with an injury. That one nearly picked off, and it is picked off. On the deflection, it's Hansen who has it.
I believe it was from Melton he was targeting. No, it was not as a limo. You can see it's off the hands of Devin Smith and pops in the hands of Hansen. Watch Hansen. Never giving up on the ball. Ball pops right up. And that's good things happen when you run to the football. And that's how you get turnovers. Big play. Well, the defense needed that. See, Vedral has all the time in the world. He forces it into a limo. It was Tolson who had the coverage on it.
And going nowhere, that's going to be a loss as Sidney Brown finished the job.
Had a tough year this year thus far, but today he's played lights out. See how Nate Hobbs attacks the football. That makes the receiver then go lateral.
Cruikshank in motion. He turns and fires to his right and looking for Melton, but it's brought down by Witherspoon for the interception. And another takeaway for Illinois. This one crucial with 6 minutes left to play.
This play twice earlier, one for a touchdown, but you see Witherspoon in phase. That means he's running stride for stride, turns his head back to find the ball, gets his body in between Melton and the football, high points it, and Witherspoon put on a clinic. Quarterback clinic right there as he's able to battle. See the ball, he's losing control, but he stays on his belly, never hits the ground. Pick for Illinois, big turnover. I'm not sure they trust Vedral to throw right now if there's this much time on the clock.
Vedral with pressure coming, and it's picked off! It is picked off that time by Nate Hobbs, who brings it back to the 45.
Have time to get it. He throws the ball behind his receiver. The receiver pops it up as a gift to Hobbs. Hobbs gets a solid return, but that is the third pass we've seen that has just been right into coverage. And Lovey Ball strikes again, and now the Illini are in business with a fresh set of downs, and we'll see if James McCourt on the third time, possibly for a field goal, can get it. Just a bad ball. Behind him.
He's got Wandale Robinson in the backfield. Oh, high snap. McCaffrey. He throws, and it's picked off.
McCaffrey, you just cannot compound the error. Bad snap, but a bad decision to throw this one right here.
Text play to the number on your screen. Help keep kids in the game. This is Marvin Scott getting the carry, and he's brought down.
See what McCaffrey can deliver downfield here.
He's got time, and sacked by Owen Carney Jr.
Just have to have a sense in the pocket when it's collapsing. And Hymas here.
Illinois will get the football to begin the second half. Here's McCaffrey. Pump fake. Throws. He's got a man open. But he's underthrew it. Picked off. Tony Adams makes the pick.
Too much air on this ball. And it gives Tony Adams an opportunity to come over and make the pick. Now he's trying to hit Levi Falk on that one. He has got to get that ball further up the sideline. Falk had his guy beat. He has to turn around back to the inside. So he got too much air on it, threw it too far to the inside. Ends up being an interception. Illinois offense has been working.
They go back to Wandale Robinson at running back. And Illinois strings him out. And that's like a 2-yard loss.
This is the way we talk about setting the edge. The flow of the defense. They're not going to have it. Owen Carney on that outside, turn him back into the cavalry.
McCaffrey keeps it. And the flag comes out late. Isaiah Gay wraps him up.
Bo Wilson at that right guard spot.
Yeah, he kind of whiffed.
And gets by him. I don't know what the hold was there.
Marvin Scott in the backfield. They swing it the opposite way to Wandale Robinson, and Jake Hansen was not having it.
The motion, Wandale out, away from the trip side of the formation.
From the 36, pressure coming. And sacked. Owen Carney Jr.
And again, this is Luke McCaffrey and his inexperience.
Follows up last week's 100-yard game with another one. And again, McCaffrey through the air, throws high, and it's picked off. Jake Hansen, the sack last week, comes up with another interception this week.
And McCaffrey trying to find, you have two receivers in the same area right there. Got Austin Allen, you've got Wandale Robinson down there. Robinson not able to get high enough, and we must have a genius producer that decided to run that video of Sidney Brown right before the play.
This is a look at what he did last time he was starting, and it was against Northwestern. Off the backside, he escaped, no sack.
But good strong hands here by Gay. He just gets enough of Martinez.
So we'll do it again, and he's sacked.
When you think about Iowa, Sam Laporta having a good first season as a starter. Petras wants to throw, no he won't! He goes down at the 10-yard line. Sack is made in the backfield. Good defensive play. Kaylon Tolson, a loss of 7 on the sack.
Well, sometimes on a play-action pass, if you don't pick everybody up and not everybody's accounted for, and you blitz from depth, in which Tolson did, that's what happens. Good things happen for a defense. That's their identity. They start off the year, they try to pass the football a little bit too much, especially in that Northwestern game. Even when they had the lead, they kept throwing the football. So again, the fullback was good on the first play. Now he's got to hit that on the tight end over the middle.
3rd down and 10, in trouble! Owen Carney has lived in the backfield of Iowa. Combining on this tackle.
Well, it's going to be the pressure on the outside first by Carney. And then the rest of his teammates are going to get there to finish everything off. And again, we talk about this zone defense, and that's the thing that's working right now for Illinois. They're not blitzing.
It's been a clean first half. Not a lot of penalties, no turnovers. Goodson stoned. Milo Eifler with the tackle.
Guys like him healthy, and you're going to see him just watch him navigate through the trash. He sees
especially the fact that they've beaten Indiana, the team that would make it otherwise have the head-to-head win. Hall is wrapped up.
Forced fumble, a fumble recovery, or an interception. Loves making plays on the other side of the line. Last year, 72 tackles. In 18, he had 95 tackles.
Now the tight end, Rain, will motion close to the formation. And Ramsey takes it behind Bowser, and Ramsey is hit.
Redshirt just on the outside, 49. Look at holding the edge. Takes on 2 blocks and comes off of it.
You compare it to what the Wildcats did last season. Ramsey has been a major upgrade. Here, Porter is rested in the backfield for a loss. Seth Coleman.
Coleman a couple times again, 49 coming underneath and just be able to break back outside. Looked like they had a little stunt going on.
Just his first year there at Illinois, the former D-line coach.
Clifford in trouble, stays
on his feet, and now able to hit Kevon Lee as he nearly got sacked. It'll be a loss back to the 29-yard line, so we're seeing a lot of Kevon Lee early. So after the loss, it's a 3rd down and 7. Illinois bringing pressure, and do they ever? And Jake Hansen on the blitz sacks Clifford back near the 20-yard line.
Right over the center and just sneaks right past him and gets home free to Clifford. Of course, Jake Hansen.
And his first reception gives Penn State a 1st down. With 37 seconds to go, and now Clifford's hit and sacked back at the 40-yard line.
Gay standing up on the outside right there, and he's working against Will Fries.
Penn State 3 of 6 on 3rd down tonight. Pressure coming, Clifford in trouble, and he is sacked. Back inside the 10-yard line by Milo Eifler.
And Eifler's going to be right in the middle right here. So difficult to accommodate when you've got that kind of twist action. Everybody trying to figure out who they're supposed to have, because Holmes.
Anytime you're trailing, Simeon Rice in a defensive category in Illinois history, done pretty well. And now the Illinois defense makes another play as Clifford is sacked by Calvin Avery.
That have been strained a bit about the dollars that are going to be paid versus, what games are actually being played, not being played. There's money that is guaranteed.